Hello everybody, it is Michael and today I'm Hello everybody, it is Michael and today I'm going to be talking about, you guessed it from the title, Black Panther. That movie that released like 3 days ago and has $201 million in its opening weekend, and it's the fifth highest grossing weekend of all time, and it's in February, and it's just kind of a surprise. I remember when everyone was like, okay, it'll be about like $160 million is its opening weekend. That's maybe 170 if we're going crazy. And every single time I checked the estimates for like the last few weeks, guess what? It keeps on raising and raising. And the last few days, it just went absolutely insane. And it's still beating out what even the highest of predictions were. Like the highest prediction I saw was like 192, and it got 201, which is insane. And guess what? Representation, it's almost like it matters to people, and it's almost like if you give people different and new things, people will go and see it and give it their money. Wow, Wonder Woman and Black Panther being successful. Who would have thought that people wanted women and black people in movies? What? I thought movies were for white people. But yeah, representation is important, and I've talked about this a lot these last few weeks. One of my friends was watching Coco, and there was an entire like behind the scenes thing on why a bunch of the people working on Coco were talking about how representation mattered and how they finally saw someone like them on the big screen, and Black Panther's doing that too. And I don't know, it's so good and exciting, and it's like I got this feeling with BoJack Horseman season 4, episode 3, Hooray Todd episode, and it's just so fun and exciting seeing it happen to a bunch of other people. Um, and in the fifth highest grossing opening weekend of all time, I can't stress this enough. I've been keeping pretty close tabs on the box office ever since Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 released. Um, I've been doing it a lot more like in the last year or so, or the last few years, because I'm just more interested in it now over like 2011. Um, and I've never seen anything like this. As I said earlier, all of the estimates just kept on raising and raising. And right now, the 4 day opening, because I mean, they're doing the 4 day weekend because it counts President's Day. The 4 day weekend is 235. 201 is just the 3 day weekend, the base weekend. And it is destroying Age of Ultron, Avengers 2, the second Avengers film, the one that they were building up to for however many years, Black Panther. Yeah, it destroyed it without even really any problems. 235 versus 204. I'm like blown away. I haven't been able to stop thinking about this. I cannot believe how well Black Panther is doing. I haven't been able to see it yet. I am going to see it next weekend or this week on Friday. Um, so yeah, hopefully I'll be able to help soften the second weekend blow, as most movies have pretty significant drops, especially movies with this large of opening weekends, because there's no way that this is going to have like less than a 50% drop, right? Even a 50% drop would be amazing. I'm gonna guess it's like gonna be about a 70% drop, because I cannot. I want it to get like a tiny percent drop, but I just don't see it happening. Um, but yeah, Marvel, good job on you for this. It's only like what your 18th film, but late is better than never at all, right? Um, yeah, and it's in February, which is another insane thing, because this is like one of the quote unquote garbage months where movies are like, okay, there's no competition here. Let's just throw this down. And so Black Panther's like, hello, I'm here, $201 million. So I mean, with it last year in September opening to its insane amount, and I mean, like really, January is the only month of the year that seems to not have any crazy numbers going on, and that's because it's January, and that's when all the Oscar movies are making the rounds. August wasn't. Suicide Squad came around. September wasn't. It came around. October maybe not as much, but it's still like a very high grossing month because all the horror films are super cheap to make and they always make a millions and millions of dollars compared to how much it costs, like $2. And December always has Star Wars and other movies, and like Mary Poppins, which I can get into in a different video, which I will be discussing the upcoming year in box office and maybe my expectations and predictions and stuff like that. Black Panther. Wow, good on you. So I was listening to someone's like live stream while I was like cleaning up my room yesterday, and Black Panther was brought up, and this is a Josh Thomas live stream. You know, the Nintendo guy who always has the quote unquote. Well, I don't even know why I meant quote unquote. Who always has the controversial opinions. He's I feel like he has to at a point be saying the things that'll get people mad on purpose. Like I don't see how he can have this many opposing views to the rest of the Nintendo community. But anyway, Black Panther was brought up on his stream last night, and he was like linked to something on Facebook where someone he knew was talking about how inspirational it was, and he was like, "Yeah, it's really inspirational. This movie that Disney, a giant company, made, you know, to make money. It's really inspirational that they're trying to make money." And it's like, I don't know, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way because he's, ultra white, ultra straight, and it's like, okay, you don't understand what representation is because you've never had the problem of not being represented. I hate the argument where it's just a movie. Why are people getting so worked up and excited about this? It's just a movie. It's like, okay, the same exact argument can be used against you when you're getting angry at these people for being excited. It's making them happy, it's making them feel included, and it's not hurting you at all. So it's not doing anything wrong, and you're still getting upset and complaining about it. So it's just like, come on, bro, maybe you should, I don't know, just like let it go, dude. Um, but yeah, it's like, yeah, it is inspirational. I don't care that Disney made it. I don't care that the biggest company ever made this thing just for a quick buck, because it's not necessarily a quick buck, because obviously they put a lot of time and effort into it if it's getting all the great reviews that it has been getting, and if it's this high at the box office, it must be a quality product of some kind. Say what you will about Jurassic World, they did something right if it did as well as it did, despite it being a pretty garbage movie, by the way. But they did something right, and they put effort into it and time, and also it has representation, and that's important to people, and it makes people feel good, and it doesn't make other people feel bad unless they're trash and they're mad that they don't have a movie to themselves, like 98% of all other films, and basically 100% of all other blockbusters. Um, yeah, that's this video kind of went way into the representation side instead of just how Black Panther is doing at the box office side, but I mean, I guess that's its legacy, which it's a great legacy to have. I still think about a Ray Todd episode every single day of my life. And I can't wait to see Black Panther. I can't wait to see it. I've heard it's so good. And I don't even really care about the Marvel movies. And like, I don't think I've been more excited to see a Marvel movie because this one doesn't really feel like a movie. It feels more like an event. Like the last time I felt like this for a movie was like Star Wars, which I guess wasn't too long ago. It was like 2 months ago. But I mean, it's just like I don't know, it's a special feeling that only comes around with so many movies. And Black Panther is one of those movies, and I'm super excited to see it and cheer along at the end of the credits when everyone's all like, "Hooray! We saw this movie and it was really good, and we're represented." And I'm like, "Congrats! I'm glad that you're represented. It makes me happy. I can't wait for the film industry or the entertainment industry as a whole to become more diverse, and it's gonna be great." And I'm really hoping that a bunch of other studios are like, wait a second, people who aren't white make money, and then they're gonna have like, normal. It's gonna be equalizing it, right? Like that's the dream. Warner Brothers is gonna rush out a Cyborg movie, and it's gonna be trash. But other than that, it seems like we're all gonna have a happy, good old time, and the industry when everyone's all equal and good. That's the dream. I know it's a long way off, but you know, progress. Black Panther's bringing it around. So yeah, that was my Black Panther box office mumblings thing. 201 million for this. Does this count as a sequel? I'm not gonna count it as a sequel. Um, so let's see. The top 10 highest opening weekends: Force Awakens 247, Last Jedi 220, Jurassic World 208, Avengers 207, Black Panther 201, Age of Ultron 191, Captain America Civil War 179, Beauty and the Beast 174, Iron Man 3 174, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows with 169. Yeah, it looks like Black Panther is the only thing that isn't a reboot or sequel, um, a direct sequel at least. So that's insane. And I read somewhere like people are like, "Do you think Black Panther is going to get $1 billion?" Like there was a giant thread about it, and it's like obviously it is. Like every movie that it's in companies with, every movie that is accompanying it in the top opening weekends has grossed $1 billion. This one obviously will, especially because it doesn't have too much competition because it's February. There's like nothing coming out in March or April that will give this competition. The next thing that will give it competition is Infinity War. And guess what? That isn't going to hurt it at all because that's pretty far out. And also, Black Panther's in that movie, and it's Disney. But yeah, I can talk about what a whole mess May is going to be in terms of the box office with all those with Solo and Black Panther and or not Black Panther, Infinity War, Solo and Deadpool. So yeah, but that's another discussion for a different time. This is a Black Panther video. So yeah, Black Panther. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be great, and I'm so happy for everyone who's so excited for this movie. And it's like good job, team. It's inspirational, no matter what Josh Thomas from Nintendo Beyond, sorry, his new name, says. Hooray, hooray! Good representation. It's good. It's a good thing. I'm feeling good and happy just thinking about it, and it isn't even me being represented. I love movies and stories in general. They're so good. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye. Thanks for listening to this video. It's supposed to be more of a chill time. So yeah, video, media mumblings, Monday mumblings. I don't know, man. Anyway, have a wonderful day, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals. See you sometime in the hopefully near future. Bye bye.